A production company recruited my friend Joe to be in an Oscars ad with promises of a huge marketing op. When they edited out his company's logo, he posted the text messages. Joe runs a vintage truck rental out of his garage. One truck, a baby blue 1975 Ford he calls Big Blue, with his company name, Route 9 Vintage Rentals, painted right on both doors. He rents it out for weddings, photo shoots, the occasional music video. It is basically his whole marketing budget on wheels. Last spring, a producer named Dana messaged him. She said she worked for a production house doing a national commercial for a company called Corvale Foods, and they wanted Big Blue as the hero vehicle. She offered him $600 for the day. Joe laughed at the number and told me about it over beers that night. $600 for a national ad, he said. That truck is basically a rolling billboard for me already. He said no. Dana came back a week later with the same offer, dressed up different. I know the rate is low, she wrote, but this is a huge marketing opportunity. Your logo is going to be front and center on national television during the Oscars. Think of the exposure. Joe still said no. Then she wrote again saying they had reallocated the budget and could do $800 plus prominent featuring of his branding in the final cut. He still wasn't thrilled, but $800 and a spot on an Oscar night commercial felt like it might actually be worth something. He signed. He texted me pictures from the shoot. A closed parking lot behind a warehouse, 6 trailers, a craft services table with better coffee than my job has. They had Big Blue parked under studio lights for 4 hours, doors wide open so the Route 9 logo showed in almost every angle they filmed. They keep telling me how great this is going to look, he told me. Guy with a clipboard said I'm gonna get calls for months. Oscar Sunday, Joe had me over to watch. We ordered wings, put the pre-show on, and sat through 2 hours of red carpet talk waiting for the commercial break he was told to watch for. The ad came on. Big Blue rolled into frame, paint gleaming, exactly like the shoot, except both doors were blurred, not covered by a hand or a bag, smoothed over, digitally, like the logo had never existed. Joe went quiet for a second. Did they just, he said, and grabbed his phone. He texted Dana, hey, my logo got edited out of the spot. Was that a mistake? No answer that night. Nothing the next morning either. He texted again Monday. Tuesday, someone finally wrote back, not Dana, a different name, saying the creative team made a call in post to keep the truck visually clean, and that they appreciated his flexibility. Joe forwarded me the whole thread. Every message from Dana about the huge marketing opportunity, the prominent featuring, the exposure that was supposedly worth cutting his rate for. Then the final message calling it flexibility he never agreed to. They just erased the only reason I said yes, he said. I told him to go back and read the actual contract, not just her texts. Buried in an addendum was a line Dana's own team had added, guaranteeing visible branding placement in the final broadcast cut, or the rate would default to their standard commercial licensing fee, listed at $9,000. Joe sent an invoice for the difference that same afternoon, with the clause highlighted in yellow and screenshotted right into the email. Nobody replied for a week, so he posted it. The commercial clip paused right on the blurred doors, next to Dana's messages about the huge marketing opportunity and the prominent featuring, next to the unpaid invoice sitting untouched in his inbox. Caption was 4 words. Read the fine print. It did not need to go far. A trade account for commercial and film crews reposted it by that afternoon. By the next morning, a few entertainment blogs picking through Oscar ad reactions had a new favorite headline about a small business owner getting digitally erased from his own commercial. Thursday, Joe got an email from someone at Corvale's marketing department, not the production company at all. They apologized for an internal miscommunication and said the invoice would be paid in full by Friday. It was. $9,000 landed in his account 2 days later, nearly 12 times what Dana originally offered him for the job. Joe still has her first message saved on his phone. $600 for a huge marketing opportunity. I'm moving to Spotify. Search BearyReads and follow.